All right. Hello, everyone, and book lovers alike. Welcome to another enlightening discussion here in Reader's Magnet, the featured author interview. And I'm your host, Red Sanchez, and with me is one of the Reader's Magnet featured authors. Her name is Miss Renee Servello, and she's the author of the book. Wow, there you go. Wonderful smile. She's the author of the book Humor All the Way. You're kidding. I'm a senior. And, this is a new version of her book. So, hi, Renee. How you doing today?
Great, thank you.
Well, it's an honor for me to do this interview with you. And I actually heard that you were featured in Aruba today.
Yes, we just returned. Been going there for 27 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And Aruba Today newspaper wanted to do an article. Pilar was the correspondent, and she did a great
Mm-hmm.
job. And we talked about the book, both books, actually, the first book and the second book. And so it was a lot of fun. And we know a lot of people on the island. There are a lot of visitors there every year. So they got to partake in the book and the newspaper article also that they did.
Okay, and that's wonderful, and I think that's something that not many authors can actually, or can actually experience right now. I mean, especially if you're a new author. Now, can you tell us more about yourself, Renee?
Yes. Actually, I started making up stories and writing when I was in the fourth grade because my parents and I moved to Venezuela.
Wow.
My father worked there, and we were in a small oil camp, not a large one that had
Mm-hmm.
clubs and swimming pools. No, small, maybe six houses. And the kids were older. I was bored, so I would look out my window and make up stories about the iguanas, the white frogs that can stick on you, and when I got tired of using all the animals in stories, well, then I would look at the people around me and invent stories that they were off to do whatever. So boredom started it. But as
Okay.
I aged, and I had a 30-year retail career, and I was always on planes going here, going there for the job. And you see a lot of things on planes, airports, a lot of people, a lot of observations.
Right.
And I started writing my notes, and I've been writing them all of these years. And in 2017, I decided share the humor. So I wrote a little book called You're Kidding, I'm a
Mm-hmm.
Senior. And it didn't get much traction because I really didn't know what to do with
Mm-hmm.
how to market a book at that time.
Exactly.
And so I have ended up now with Reader's Magnet, who has a million different ways to market books. Hence, I'm with you today.
Yep.
So I've been very pleased with what they've done for my two books. They've taken both books and are marketing them, and so it's opened up a lot of opportunities. And I'm doing a lot of different things. This live interview with you is a
Mm-hmm.
first,
Right.
so I hope I don't blow your career in 10 minutes. But anything's possible. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun, and we're beginning to see, a lot of things going on with the books, and that's what we were after. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's been a long road, short road, so to speak.
Well, I can definitely agree with that. Especially if you have, and I'm talking about this situation wherein not many authors are actually doing active marketing for their book. Now, what can you possibly share to this to our audience right now? To those who are watching us live right now in our Readers Magnet Facebook page or YouTube channel, what can
Mhm.
you share to them, especially to those who are afraid to do marketing about their book? Do you have any kind of experiences in the past that you can share to them or to us, rather?
Well, I think we all, when we go into this field, I think I felt like, well, I've been in retail for 30 years, so how hard can it be to market a book? And
Exactly.
I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. I don't know. But guess what? I was wrong. So retail did not carry over to publishing slash marketing. And I've said it many times, if you're going to write a book and put all of that effort into it, please, please, please find a company like Readers that can steer you in the right marketing, or otherwise your book will just sit there and do nothing, like my first book did. To be perfectly honest, it didn't
Mm.
really do anything because nobody knew about it except me and the 4,500 family members told me it was great, but okay, we're tired of reading it. We're tired of talking about it.
Yep.
Do something else. So anyway, you do need marketing if you're going to have a success with your book.
I agree. And did you somehow like this book, Humor All the Way? Does this, or did this came from another book, or does this remind you of another books?
No, it's just my observations through the years. I write on little white cards. My husband goes into hives every time he sees me with a handful of white cards. What are you doing now? And he said, please, please, no, nothing else. And I said, yeah, it's going to be a book. So, yeah, I write down my observations. People are funny. If you get out there and observe people, it's a barrel of laughs. I mean,
Exactly.
it really is. And in an airport, a million laughs. So it's really easy to write these books because the humor's everywhere every day. It's really easy.
Did anybody help you writing this book?
No, no, but I did ask friends and family if they wanted to
Mm.
participate, if they had some
Yep.
stories. So I did add those to the book. But as far as anybody helping me, no, no, I knew what I wanted and it was just fun. I didn't want to bash anybody. I didn't want to go
Right.
into politics. I just wanted funny. In fact, my sister-in-law has always referred to me as Lucille Ball. And
Oh,
she says I'm reincarnated in her body or something, but I don't know about that. But I have a good time and I see a lot of humor. And my own personal situations have been pretty funny at times. So I just write about it on my white cards. And one day all the white cards get into a little book somehow.
hmm. And when it comes to the this industry, or writing books, did you ever even consider writing a different maybe genre, maybe a children's book, or historical content, or maybe a retail kind of thing book?
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because through the years I did
Hmm.
write different things, but they're in a file in my desk.
Okay, okay.
I have a lot of desk drawers with files in them, and I would just write whatever came to mind. I have a many stories about the grandkids, and
Mm,
but what is going to come out soon is the children's book about our personal rabbit, and that's something
rabbit.
different.
Okay.
And so then after that, like I said, the first part of the year we'll get back on track with another humor book because there's so much of it in the world. You
Exactly.
have to keep observing and keep writing it down because there's so much of it.
No, to those younger I would say human being like me,
Yeah.
who are, yeah, let's just say kind of like afraid to get to that point, like senior, we call it senior, right?
Uh-huh.
What can you somehow share to them, or let's just say, yeah, your advice probably.
Well, on the bottom of the book, I said humor is the RX for life. And to me, I believe that 100%, that if you can bring humor into your life, I think it helps with your general health. It's just, you marry your opposites. So my husband and I will see a situation two complete different ways. His will be the serious side, and I'll be bending over laughing, and he's mad at me, Renee, what's funny? And I'm like, that is what just happened. But I think if you can bring humor into your life, it helps your well-being. And so, there are a lot of people that have sad situations, and
True.
it's very hard for them. But I say to you that if you're in bed and cannot get up, if you're in a wheelchair, cannot get up, find a little humor, get a little smidgen of humor in there, and
I agree.
I think it'll help the world. I really
Wonderful.
do. It's helped
True.
me. I mean, I have a good time in life because I see
Mm,
humor everywhere, and life is funny to me. So it doesn't matter what age, whether you're a senior or very young like you are, Red, you can see humor. And, if you can appreciate the humor, I think it helps your overall balance in life.
I agree, and I would definitely gonna take that, Renee. And what can you share um, to those audiences or readers right now who are watching us live? Like, what can they get out of this book of yours?
Uh, Something very simple, laughs. That's it, laughs. It's this book, Humor All the Way, is my more of my personal stories.
Hmm.
And I've got more of my husband in there because, like I say, we are total opposites. And so he was, when in his younger years, he was into all sports and very good at them.
Mm.
And so during the years, he tried to drag me out to golf courses, but then made a big mistake. He would take me out in Texas in July, the hottest part of the year, and try to teach me golf. And hit the ball, Renee. Well, where'd it go? Well, it went 2 inches. Okay, go pick the ball up, Renee. You got to hit it again. So I go over and I'm in a puddle of poison ivy. I'm eating up. It's hot. I'm sweaty. I'm red. I'm itchy. And I said, that's it. And he said, we haven't even passed the first hole. And I said, this is my last hole. This is it.
Right.
So, we have experienced a lot of things like that through the years. And so, if you want to pick up the book, I think any age, not just seniors, but any age can
Mm.
relate to some of these stories. I mean, our kids and grandkids have
Interesting.
related to a lot of this, believe it or not. And so, if you just want laughs, there's no message here except have fun. That's the message.
Well, that's a very powerful message. I mean, I guess everyone or any generation would love to take that message of yours. But I believe this book of yours can be found in Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and also in our Reader's Magnet bookstore, right?
Correct. Correct.
And can do you have a website?
Yes, reneeservello.com.
.com. Wow. Okay. So, again, guys, so those who are watching us live right now, you can get a copy of this book, Humor All the Way, in Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and if you are in any parts of this planet, you just have to Google Renee Servello and then Humor All the Way, and you should have the option to purchase that book in your local area or state.
Mhm.
And again, her website is Renee Servello, SERVELLO.com. And I think that's showing on the screen anyway. I'm sorry about that. And that's where you can find about more about Renee. Now, one last thing,
Mhm.
one last question here, Renee. What else can you can share to everyone when you hear the word humor?
Humor.
Mm,
Okay. Well, to me, humor is happiness. It's a relief. I mean, I may have a stressful day, but all of a sudden I discover something that gets my attention and I start laughing. So immediately when I start laughing, the stress goes away. I'm like a much calmer person. So humor is medicine for me. And I think it can be for a lot of people if you just open yourself up to laughing and having a good time because that's what the book's all about. That's the way I have lived my life. And and as to you, Red, and your age, and you're afraid of aging, I will tell you, like I tell my kids, don't be afraid of it because actually, as you get older, you have less stresses. So the job may be disappearing or slowing down. The family
mm,
may be older now, and you don't have to worry so much about them. There are many things that happen to you when you age, and I'm not going to talk about the negative. I talk about the positive that you can have more fun in some areas when you age. maybe you cannot golf any longer or bowl any longer.
Right.
But there's a lot that can come into your life as you age, and keep yourself healthy as you can, and you're going to enjoy your senior years. But you don't have to be a senior to laugh.
I agree. Well, thank you so much, Renee, for this wonderful opportunity. I wish I could, extend this particular conversation of ours. But, again, to those who are watching us live right now, Renee Servello, she's the author of the book Humor All the Way. Grab a copy of her book now from Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, in her website, ReneeServello.com. And if you want to learn more about her being featured in Aruba today, you might want to check the website as well. And I believe that's Aruba.com, ArubaToday.com, right?
ArubaToday.com.
There you go. So, yeah, thank you so much again, Renee, for your time today.
Red, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for working me into your schedule. And you and I will have to have some other conversations later on.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited. Why not?
Fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Thank you again for everyone for watching us today. And as we say it here with Readers Magnet, we share your story with the world. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Thank you.